Gentleman on the cast today.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Adrian Hargrove, and I'm the men's ministry leader here at Oakwood University Church.
All right. Welcome, Adrian. We're glad to have you. And who do we have last on the end there?
Okay, I am Dr. Jackson Long. My friends call me Anya, and I am have the privilege to being the co-lead for the singles ministry this year. So let's do this.
Excellent.
Yes. And let me ask him.
Yes. And you know what? We're going to do it again just to make sure you know who is on the podcast. So I'm going to start with myself.
There you go.
My name is Tiffany, and I will be your host this evening. Who do I have next to me? Tell me your name and your role here at Oakwood.
Well, hello. I hope you guys can hear us now. My name is Juliet Wise. I am the Single Ministries lead here at Fuse. I'm so glad to have you. I just asked you guys to ask your friends to join this conversation. We want you to be a part of it. We are glad to continue to grow this community, and it's such a special time of the year, so we want you to be here with us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Juliet. Who's next? Sorry. Go ahead.
My name is Adrian Hargrove, and I'm the men's ministry leader here at Oakwood University Church.
And I am Dr. Jackson. Friends call me Anya. I am leading the co-lead, actually, for the singles ministry this year. So it's my first year to serve here at Oakwood University Church, so I'm excited about it. Let's get excited for you.
Oh, thank you, Anya. Well, the word is excited today. It sounds like I'm excited to be at this table with all of these leaders here in the church. That is exciting. I'm looking forward to 2025 and what these beautiful people have in store for us. So without further ado, we're going to get into the topic, and we just want to welcome you to the Under the Mistletoe, where we are unwrapping all of the joys and at times somberness of being single during the holidays. So this afternoon, we'll talk about friendships, self-discovery, and those iconic mistletoe moments that spark connection or sometimes humor. All right, so just to help us get out of our nerves, let's shake it off a little bit.
Shake it.
I'm going to just throw a question to our panelists. And I'm sorry, before I even do that, as always, we love when you engage with us and you share your thoughts or your questions. So hit up the chat and let us know what you're thinking about, all right? And we'll try to get to as many as we can. So here we go. I want us to talk about what are you looking forward to the most during the holidays? So I'll start with Juliet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're starting with me.
Yeah.
I was waiting, like, okay, is this Papa? So what am I looking forward to most during the holidays? Mm-hmm. I am looking forward to things like this, spending time and laughing with you all. Special moments with true connections with family and friends and relationships. That's what I've been looking to more, and rest. A couple of days off.
Amen to that.
I'm really looking forward to these days off next week. And then I'm also looking forward to the new year, the goals and the plans of going into 2025 with team members, all these different things. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Sounds good. Adrian, what are you looking forward to?
I think for me, I'm looking for family karaoke.
Ooh,
Christmas
okay.
karaoke.
Okay.
My family is doing a generational Christmas karaoke competition. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. The last time it was done, I was in California, so I missed out. My generation lost, so we are coming back with a vengeance.
All right.
This year. So I'm
you're
excited
gonna
about that.
You're going to help them redeem themselves.
That's right. I was a missing link.
So, Adrian, are you telling us that there's a hidden talent that we don't know about?
No, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you.
Just checking, just to see. Okay, Anya, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
Well, something a bit different here. We just bought a house this year, so I'm looking forward to having the weeks off to try to do some decorating so I can have some people over, you know.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to this year. So, spending some money.
Yes, I love it. You know, one of my favorite things to do during the holiday, I was telling you guys earlier, is I love going downtown to see all of the Christmas trees.
Yes.
I get so excited to see this. It's something I do with my family every year. My mom particularly. Every year we'll go down and just look and see how people chose to decorate and see all the creativity. So that's something I'm looking forward to. And, you know, in the chat, you guys can tell us what is something you're looking forward to during the holidays. And, you know, you hit on rest. Not to harbor on that, but I am looking forward to that.
Yes.
So that's
After
a good
buying all
one.
these Christmas gifts and
Look,
stuff.
I know, resting all the way.
Restoration.
Yeah,
Yes.
our pockets, our brains, our minds, all of it.
Sleeping past 9.
Yeah.
Right, that's right. Yes, exactly. Some Christmas karaoke I hear, movies, yeah, lots of things. So let's go ahead and just get right into the conversation. Are we ready to do that, you guys? All righty. So my first question to you is, how do singles navigate the holidays with its expectations, its joys, occasional challenges as well? So can you tell me, how do you manage or navigate the holidays as a single person specifically? How do you guys do that? Or what does that look like to you?
I think as a single person, it's important that we have community, friends. Navigating the holiday for me means, you know, I can hop houses during Christmas. You know, I can get 3 or 4 plates.
Yeah.
So, you know, having those friends that you have comfort to do that. You know, hey, you know, they didn't invite me, but I'm coming. You know, that sort of thing. You know?
Yeah, I love that. Anybody else?
I'd say for me, I'm blessed to have a large family. So I have a big family and great friend group. You know, Juliet's one of my best friends, and so just being able to surround yourself with a lot of great family and friends and spend time.
And yes, I want to remind you guys, can you guys pull up your mics a little bit? It sounds like some people are having some difficulty hearing us. Sure. And so I want to make sure that they can be fully a part of the conversation. Thank you, Pastor Nugent, for that reminder and letting us know. Can you guys hear us better now? I hope that you guys can hear us a little bit better. If you could just raise your hand in the chat, like, I can hear you, I'm with you, a thumbs up. All right, thank you.
Okay, Lillian, I said, girl, I hear you. Lillian is saying she just does her. Whatever that means to her, that's what she does.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, me too, because I like to get a little spicy during the holidays. I like to put on some
Yeah,
sequins.
you gotta define that.
Let me be clear. Spice chai tea, you know. But I mean, by spicy, I mean, I like to put on a sequins dress,
There
go
you
to
go. Oh, I love
events,
that.
be
Yeah.
cute,
Love that.
hear the
Yes,
music. I love Whitney Houston. I like to feel like I'm walking out like her at an event with my
Yes.
cute dress, you know, single and cute. And so that's what I like during the holidays, showing up to events and getting a cute dress. And,
I like
you know,
that.
I love
A
it.
little bit of
Me
elegance.
too.
Yeah.
That's me as well. I don't do that a lot, but during the holidays, preferably like New Year's Eve time, it's always fun to kind of dress up and just go out and do
Yeah.
something with community, whatever that looks like.
Exactly. Exactly.
You guys on the panel, what do you love most about being single during the holidays? Is there something you love most? Let's start there.
Let's be clear.
That's the question. And if the answer is no, then give us a little reason or rationale behind that, if there's nothing.
I think you don't have to worry about going to my family's house or your family's house. You don't
Yeah,
have that.
that's
You know,
true.
a lot of families have that issue of like whose house we're going to go to this year.
Okay, yeah.
So you don't have to navigate those kind of things. You can just, spread yourself around, or you can not do anything. I mean, you could wake up Christmas Day and say, hey, I want to do me for Christmas, and spend the whole day doing you, pampering you.
That's true.
So you have choices.
Yes.
That's true. For me, I can't say that I have this love most.
Okay. And that's real and fair.
Right?
Talk about it.
But I think that this year it's a different feeling.
Okay.
In celebrating the holidays. Usually I'm like, oh, I wish I had somebody this holiday. I want to buy gifts because I like to buy gifts. I like to, I don't know, go on dates and different things or, all the little things. I like to watch my Lifetime movies. No, let me not say that. Journey will be like, I'm lying. I don't like to watch Lifetime movies. I don't really like the Hallmark movies during the holidays. But I do like the, what is it? What's
This
the
Christmas?
kid that
That's a
runs
good one.
away?
This
The
Christmas?
house?
Like Home Alone.
I like the Home Alone.
Gotcha. So you're nostalgic.
Yeah, and so I like all of those things. So sometimes during the holidays, when I have been single, it has been, dang, I wish I had somebody to celebrate these moments with, right?
Or to share them with.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And so that has kind of thrown off my mood sometimes looking forward to holidays because I like all the little moments. I like the under the mistletoe, hence the topic. I like all those little things. And so sometimes it hasn't always been, I don't know if I'm answering your question
You are.
fully.
Yes, you are.
But it hasn't always been that. But this year, it just feels really light. And it feels really exciting going. I don't even know if exciting. I think nostalgic is the word you use. It just feels really good being in this holiday season.
I love that for
Yeah.
you. I love that. That even though this is that single piece that's not how you choose or desire to share it, that you still find the joy and the happiness in the season.
Right. And I want to not leave out this part because the joy I find is when my daughter opens her gifts.
Oh, yeah.
Like when she opens her gifts, and you could tell when you nailed it. You could tell when the ones are not so much nailed. They're like, oh, thank you. Throw it on the ground. But when my daughter opens her gifts, that brings me a lot of joy.
I love that.
Yeah.
And Lillian says that being single allows one not to have to answer to anyone and just have fun and go to friends' homes and just chilling.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can house hop freely.
Exactly.
Do what you do and then go
And
home
hope
when
the
you're
food
ready.
is good. Right. You got to house up to the good food.
That's right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nowhere to go for the desserts.
Exactly.
Peach cobbler.
So as we talk about house hopping, what would you all say is the role that your friendships play in your holiday experience?
Well, there you go. To welcome you and welcome you wholeheartedly. And welcome you without expectations. That's as well too, because you have your girlfriends and you have your men friends. And so you want to be able to spread yourself around, and not have major expectations.
Yeah.
But be able to bring love and joy and happiness wherever you go.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah. And I think being able to love on your friends is a beautiful thing during the holidays. Is just being able to love on them. I know my cousin, we talk on the phone, especially during COVID, and I teach her how to cook a turkey, teach her how to put it in the brine, figure out if it turned out good the next day. And so that's really fun, is because life slows down and you get a moment to be with your friends and say, okay, because I love to cook, and so being able to teach her how to cook and be on the phone with her and then talk to her about how it turned out, and then her being excited about the turkey turned out good and we did good. That's how fun, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to circle back a little bit because we did touch a little earlier on the joys of being single, but also the not so joys. Can you tell me, to the panel, not just to Juliet, but to the panel, how do you all navigate singleness during the holidays? So I think during this season, sometimes that comes up a little bit more. You know, you feel it a little bit more than on a regular day, right?
Yeah, you do.
How do we navigate that? What are some ways that you all navigate that? Or what does that look like to you?
I would say, again, the pouring in the family and friends, spending that time. You have to navigate sometimes the what happens or what happened, you know, being newly single. You know, you make that adjustment when you're getting around the family and they're like, hey, what, you know, what happened?
They ask all the questions.
And so just enjoying that moment. I think, like Juliet said, slowing down, taking the time to spend some time with yourself. I think sometimes we can get so caught up in being busy that we don't face that moment of saying, okay, this I feel one way or the other. You know, you just try to keep yourself busy or distracted. And so I think that's an opportunity to kind of slow down and just think about it. You know, sit with your feelings, face your feelings, and just move forward with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, because I wonder, like, am I the only one who be wanting tonight? Like, am I?
You are not.
Be wanting somebody for the holidays?
No. That's why we're having this discussion. It's real during the holidays, right?
Yeah. And I think that's why it's important as well, like when you're going through lives and your relationships, you know, those that don't end, or well, those that end them with a point of, I can revisit.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of times, you know, relationships end and you never want to see that person again. But, you know, during these times, when you do feel that you want someone, you know, if a past person or that you dated or whatever is still single.
And they're still healthy relationships.
Still healthy relationships. Okay, then pick up. Hey, give me a call, give them a call.
Yeah, let's dress up and go out together.
Exactly. You know, like, you know, I'm recently divorced as well. And during this time, you know, my ex-husband asked, hey, you want to do something for New Year's? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
you know, so you can revisit those things.
Yeah.
You know, spend time. You don't have to be, you know, lonely because you don't have anybody in your life.
Yeah.
Reach back.
Thank you for adding that, Anya,
Yes,
because I wanted to get some feedback on that, because I do believe that that's a big topic. Sometimes I think, you know how sometimes people say, I don't go
Don't
back.
circle the block.
You know, that's word. Like, I don't circle the block. Now, some reasons we ain't circling the block, right? Keep it on the block. Right.
Keep the past in the
Keep the
past.
past back there. But there are some relationships that you can nurture and you can laugh and you can reach out and you can have a good time. And I think that's important to hold space for people to be able to stand in that space of, okay, there are some times where this represents relationship for me, like you said, or like I may have a great relationship with my ex or whatever it is, so that you're able to acknowledge, I guess, wherever you are, whether it's joyous, whether it's up, whether it's down. I don't know.
Yeah. And even if you're not spinning the block, circling the block, whatever, it's okay to get together with your friends too.
Yeah,
you know?
all three of my classmates. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So that was something that I did, you know, when people were, you know, by themselves and didn't have that. Then we just got together and had our own fun. So we're not wallowing in quote unquote sadness. We still live
Yeah,
in
good
life.
time.
We say that all the time.
Yeah, girl. Because even if you want a date, that doesn't mean you're wallowing in sadness.
True,
You know?
exactly. No, for real.
Right.
Like, you still going out and keeping the scene.
That's right. And you got to go out to meet the people.
Yes, give the people what they want.
Yes.
Got to give the people.
Give them what they want.
What they want. I love that song. Oh.
What you singing, Anya?
Yes, what are you singing over there?
The song you were talking about.
How do we know the song?
You know, oh my Lord.
So I just want to reach out
The
to
OJs.
our
the
OJs.
Yes.
Yes. Well, a side note, do we have a favorite holiday song that we like to just hear that we kind of just play on the holiday during the holidays? So of course we know Mariah Carey, anything Christmas Mariah Carey.
Everybody loves her squeal.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly. And we really just want to hear it on Christmas time. I mean, we love it, but that's when we expect to hear it.
Yes.
Do y'all have a favorite song or anything that, you know, just really, or album or whatever that you listen to that just reminds you that it's Christmas?
Take Six has a good Christmas album. I love Take Six, so I love to play that Christmas album.
I like the Boys to Men Silent Night.
Oh,
I try to sing all the
good
parts. That's mine. That's
Look, y'all
my
getting
jam.
ready for karaoke.
I love Whitney. Whitney Houston is my soul sister. I always say if I would have been her therapist, she would still be here.
I love that video.
Whitney
There you go.
Houston is my soul sister. I can't even name which song because I was trying to tell Anya earlier, but I can't think of it. But I also like this song. There's a radio station that plays from right after Thanksgiving to New Year's Christmas music. And one of the songs they play off all the time is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
Okay.
Y'all never heard that? Yeah, it's really good. And so I like that song.
And don't bring me a hippopotamus.
It's so fun. And it's like, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Okay.
Only a hippopotamus will do.
Oh, okay.
A hippopotamus, something else. But y'all should look it up.
Somebody said This Christmas.
Oh, that is
yes.
a good one.
Yeah,
and
I
a good
like
holiday
that.
movie, too.
Oh, excellent holiday
that is a
movie.
good
We
holiday
watch that every Christmas.
Yes, that's a good one. So
perfect.
I'm gonna take a little churchy for just a second.
Okay.
But Soulful Celebration. Do y'all? That's the Handel's Messiah, but
Yes,
the
Handel's Messiah.
Oh, yes.
the soulful one.
I
Yeah,
do like
I
that
love
one. I
it.
play that when I
Yeah.
get home. Yeah.
That's a good one. That to me feels like, oh, it's Christmas. Now I could play that.
During the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all time year, but that's my fun go-to
Yeah.
holiday. Well, I love that, y'all. Okay, so let's keep it moving. So look, we're with family. We've identified that we love to celebrate the holidays with family and friends, community, right?
Yes.
So let's get into it.
All
So
right.
what happens, and Adrian touched on it, what happens when we get to Mama Nam's house and things have changed or there's no ring on the finger and everybody seems to ask you separately. It can't be one collective question. You gotta have you asked at least 10 different times.
Answering it once.
When you gonna get married? What's happening? You know, how do we navigate that? What do we do? Let's talk about it, because that's real too, right?
Who want to answer?
They're silent,
I
yeah.
think you navigate it by, telling them, hey, we all have seasons, and this is the current season I'm in, and I'm in my season of singleness, and I'm loving it. I'm doing me,
Yeah. And my answer is, you can go find it for me.
I know that's right.
I'm open to some arrangements, know. But married at first sight, you can make the arrangement now. Now, I have some criteria.
And you don't want everybody picking
Don't
for
want
you. And
everybody.
Don't send everybody.
And
your
don't
way.
just send people my way because
Yeah.
you think I'm single.
Right,
And
right.
I just want anything.
So you should you
Yeah.
shouldn't be too picky.
Yeah.
People say that.
Yeah, they do.
As if having standards or criteria means you're too picky.
Especially when you're in your 40s. And as
Right.
a woman, they think, oh, okay, you should like him. There may
Right.
not be many left. Well, I'll just stay single. And so,
I'm good.
I say the same. You just let them know this is where I am right now. I'm taking my time. Somebody said doing me. But just being patient with yourself, because like you said, you don't want to rush into something.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. What's the chat saying? We see Lillian saying, "Where's yours?"
what she said, where is it?
Where's yours?
That's her response.
That's her response too. She throws it right back at him. Tell me your story, I'll tell you mine.
Exactly. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for me, I'm similar. Like, yes, I'm open, but also you don't have to keep asking me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here, just enjoying life until that season changes. And thank you. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, or give me a plan, give me a lineup.
Yeah. Sure. But again, with the criteria,
With the criteria.
I've identified.
Don't get mad if I don't like the lineup.
Hilarious. So, okay. So we talked about this a little bit already, but we talked about enjoying holiday movies, right?
Yes.
Having those movies that you just watch on the holidays. And we've talked about being single during family gatherings, right? So these are just some of the things we've talked about. So let's take it back to the movies. What is your take on the holiday romance movies? Are they unrealistic, or are they secretly inspiring?
Some of them are interesting. Some of them are interesting. I'm not going to say I go looking for them.
Yeah. You don't have to look far, Adrian. They throw them in your
sometimes
face.
I've watched one accidentally and enjoyed it. It's like, it's a pretty good movie. So I will admit that I've seen some that were entertaining, and I was like, a little feel-good story.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I like This Man's Holiday. I like that one.
Which one?
This Man's...
This Christmas?
No.
Best man.
Best Man's Holiday. Yeah, that's a good one.
is a
It was
good one.
kind of
Oh, that's
sad, but it's a
fun.
good one. But yeah, this Christmas is my all-time favorite. And I generally go to the family-oriented Christmas movies instead of the romantic Christmas movies. I think they feel me a little bit better than
the family ones.
Yeah, the family ones.
Yeah. And I saw Ivy say, I love the holiday romances. My guilty pleasure between Netflix and Hallmark.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I like them sometimes.
Yes.
The Hallmark ones, I don't necessarily like. I like the one, my daughter likes to watch the Disney ones, like with the princess characters and different things like that. I like those. I like Home Alone. I kind of like a little, maybe, I don't know, maybe my own therapy.
Yeah.
But I like the robbery things.
Okay.
Like the
action.
fun, the action. I'm a real
Yeah.
action movie. So
Yes.
those are fun to me.
So I alternate. So I like a little romance, even though I honestly don't find it to be realistic. Like, I do watch the Hallmark ones, but I don't find that realistic.
Said that too.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Completely
Exactly.
unrealistic but entertaining.
Oh, perfect.
That's where I am.
And that is where I am too.
Yeah,
and then on top of that, then I have to throw in the action. So I go back and forth.
there we
because
are.
action's my favorite.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I take the romance until I'm like, oh, okay, too much.
Yeah.
Let me watch Die Hard or something. Something with a little action to
Yes,
it.
and the British baking during Christmas is fun too. I don't know if y'all
Oh,
seen that
no.
on Netflix, but they have the British baking show. I like
Okay.
that on Netflix too.
And it's holiday specific?
yeah, they have a lot of little
okay.
baking shows, and so I like
That's
those on
true.
holidays too.
Yeah, like try to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've talked a little bit about mistletoe, under the mistletoe, and there's this concept of a mistletoe moment, right?
Yes.
I know we're talking about me saying, but I want to hear, what does that even sound like to you? Mistletoe moment. Let's define it for the audience so we can set the playing field for what we're discussing.
So I'll say mistletoe moment. So I'll just give it story time. Okay. So, so in college, I was the one who really enjoyed. Like I've gone up and down between the romance movies. I saw her say heist movies. It went somewhere, but I've gone up and down
Holiday
between the movies, right? But then so I'm a hopeless romantic or hopeful romantic, whichever one you want to refer to it as. But I used to hang the mistletoe at my parties because I would do Christmas parties, and I thought it was a cool moment, especially if somebody's dating, or really not even, you don't necessarily even have to kiss under the mistletoe. It's just funny because nobody wants to get under it. And so...
and they don't realize it until they
under
do.
it. Because I would have like a little small mistletoe at the top of the little hallway, and when they would come through, I'd be like, oh, you're under the mistletoe. And so to me, I think it's pretty cool. It doesn't necessarily have to be a kissable moment. Some people make it a kissable moment, but just a moment to share. Under the mistletoe, like the song. I don't know if y'all heard the song Under the Mistletoe.
I went to a party once, and the mistletoe moment was like a bump moment. Bump
Yeah.
one, bump two.
Yeah.
So that changed the kiss to,
It's just a connection.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we talked about it. Well, do we believe in mistletoe moments? Are they realistic or unrealistic?
I think they're pretty
Yeah,
realistic.
I like that because it's kind of fun.
Okay, yeah.
Fun,
And like you said, it can be defined in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, and under the space of dating, I think it also goes into a space of allowing you to be able to see if somebody can be able to enjoy the type of fun you enjoy having. You know what I'm saying?
Speak to that a little bit more.
Okay, so like for example, me, I know I was having a discussion with someone the other day about PDA, public displays of affection, and different things like that, right? And how some people don't like public displays of affection for whatever the reasons are. Some are there because they want you to publicly display that you want them. You know what I'm saying? And so then Then other people are just free and they like to be able to be in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And just because I care for you, I wanted to be able to hug you or bump you or do different things. So I think it allows you to see the level, and I know this is going off of the mistletoe conversation, but it allows you to see where a person is. Do they have the freedom to just be? That's for me at least. Do you have the freedom to just enjoy moments and laugh, or does everything have to be so serious? You know?
So even if it's awkward, still just enjoying it and just taking it for what it is.
Yeah, because it just allows you, and since we're talking on there, you know, although we are having a good time in the conversation, also wanting to address, you know, it helps you to understand people. You know what I'm saying? Interactions with people, how that vibe goes. And that's a lot of times why I would love throwing different events and parties and different things, because it allows you to be in spaces where even if you're looking to date and you're also able to just enjoy time and laughter and see how that vibe goes.
So have any of you had a mistletoe moment?
Oh, certainly.
All right.
Yes.
I just said the end. That's what you did. I've had the end.
I created mistletoe moments in the house.
Julia said, we going to have a mistletoe moment. Okay?
Laugh. Do something after the mistletoe.
I love it. So I'm going to circle back a little bit because we did talk about, you know, sometimes you do get this notion of feeling a little more single. I mean, lonely during the holidays. For whatever the reason may be, people feel like that. What are some ways that people can navigate feeling single? I keep saying single, but feeling lonely. And that actually has nothing to do, does not necessarily have anything to do with being single. You can be married and still feel lonely.
You can.
So how do we as humans navigate? What are some suggestions you can think of navigating being single, being lonely, and during the holidays specifically? What does that look like?
For me, it's music. Fill the house with music. You know, hey, you should have all the Alexas, you know, play something.
Yes.
You know? Every time you get to a room, Alexa played it. So Alexa play that. You know, music kind of lifts you. And if you have that, if you have it loud, you know, it tunes out everything in your mind. And then you start to focus, and then you find yourself dancing around the house, and then scented scents as well.
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
body work is having nobody sell.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Anya. That music really does this so well, for sure. And with your Alexa, you can link them so they're all playing the same thing at the same time. From each room, you're hearing all the things.
The Alexa. Oh, we can do that. Is that a thing?
That is a thing. I do it. Yes, I sure
Tell us
do.
about it, Judy. How do you do it?
Well, there's a way you can link your Alexa so that when you play music, then you can ask it to play to all of your Alexas devices you may have. So, like if you have one in your bedroom and then you have one in the family room, living room, you can link them to play the same thing at the same time.
Cool. So that gives a really good vibe.
Yeah. So every time, you know, everywhere you go, you're hearing the same thing. It really sets the mood or the tone for your house.
Yeah. And were you going to say something, Adrian?
I kind of like being by myself sometimes.
Yeah.
So, got a lot of hobbies. Like I like to go to the gym. Or I'll find something to do, like a project. I'll purge my clothes. Sometimes I'm like, I got some stuff I need to get rid of. But, you know, I have a lot that I like to do. And so I actually kind of enjoy alone time sometimes. So it might not hit me as bad. But that's kind of what I do.
Okay, no, that's cool.
Find something to do.
And volunteering too. Giving up
that's a good idea.
So that's what I was going to say. That I find so much joy in doing that. And usually during the holidays, there are a lot of ways in which you can give back and volunteer your time, your energy, space, money, whatever that looks like to you. So that's something I do like to do.
Yeah, that's true. And buying gifts for people, or even if you're not able to buy, bake some cookies, check on your neighbors, you know what I'm saying? And then also, though, if you don't have the energy to do those things, talking to somebody and telling them I'm having a hard time, because grief is big during the holidays too. You know what I mean?
That's so true.
And so then there's a lot of loss, and so you don't really want to ignore what you're feeling in order to try to make yourself feel what's happening during the holiday, right? Because you may not feel that way. And so being able to have those safe people around you and being able to say, you know, I'm having a difficult time, and somebody to hold space for you And be okay with that. Be okay with being in that space. You don't have to be super joyous, but then you can decide when to get up. Like maybe I want to go outside, like you said. Maybe I want to go look at the trees. And you know, when Adrian's talking about being alone, maybe I want to go walk around and hear the sounds of people laughing. Like downtown in Huntsville, they have that ice skating rink. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And doing different things, but most of all, honoring. You don't have to be, you could be wherever you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And that to me is important, is being in the space where you are. And the beautiful thing is about when you have those family members or friends, being able to say to them, I'm not okay, you know, because grief is really something that comes up during the holidays.
Absolutely.
You know, and so I think that's important.
Yeah, and as we were talking about charity, Lillian says being a blessing to others less fortunate. Children's Hospital, nursing homes, and feeding the homeless. You know, women and children with domestic violence. You know, giving of yourself. You know, sometimes when we look out, we step outside of ourselves. You know, it helps us as well because we're stopped thinking about us. You know, and that really helps.
I want to say, and if you ever want to volunteer, the Boys and Girls Club of North Alabama is always we're always looking for volunteers. But I do want to give a message to my men, my brothers that are out there, and something that Juliet said is if you are feeling some type of way, talk about it. Don't hold it in. Again, like I said, sometimes I like being by myself. I'm cool. But when I'm not, I have brothers in my circle that I can call, and I can say, "Bro, I'm hurting today. Bro, I'm sad." You know, and I'm honest with myself. You know, that's the first thing. You have to be honest with yourself about how you're feeling, and don't hide it, don't deny it, don't suppress it, because that's where that stress, that's where that anger comes from. So if you're feeling down, you know, find a close brother. You know, again, I'll be. Men's Ministry, another plug. But you know, I'll make myself available. You know, and if you just need to talk and get it out, talk about it, brothers.
Yeah, thank you for that, Adrian. Because it's just so important, and I really appreciate you saying that, because I think that sometimes we feel like we have to feel a certain thing, and just making space for all the feelings. I tell my clients all the time to go see what's the emotion movie.
Inside Out.
Inside Out. Because oftentimes we are feeling all those things, and then we show up with masks at church, but then we're at home and we're lonely, and that gets you into bad habits, you know, different, not unhealthy, let's not say bad, but sometimes bad habits, but unhealthy habits that then impact your life. So you want to be able to hold space for those times that you're not as happy. And like you said, really reaching out to your friends and talking to them and being able to say, okay, I'm not feeling best, so that you take care of yourself in the holidays too, because that's important.
Yeah. And those unhealthy habits are just ways to mask or to feel better, give yourself a quick fix to feel better. So you're right, finding healthier ways to manage whatever you're feeling, and it's okay to not be okay.
And Lillian said, yes, talk. What does it say? Talk it out.
Yes,
don't be alone in hurt.
Absolutely. I enjoy in those moments going to like a Friendsgiving or a Friendsmas, Christmas, like just getting together a little bit so I can stay for as long as I want to stay, and then like Adrian, I definitely appreciate my alone moments, and so that's almost like a quick fix. It fills me up just enough so that I can, you know, go back and do what I want to do after that.
Exactly, like we were talking about that ambivert.
Yes,
of being
very much ambivert. Yes, as I get older.
Me too. It's so weird because I used to be super outgoing, but I also enjoy my time just being alone, listening to my music, curling up on the couch in my warm blanket, watching some Married at First Sight. I don't know if I'm supposed to say other shows. I'm sorry, Kurt, if I'm not supposed to say shows. But I like doing all those things, and it just brings me a lot of joy doing those things and just being still, and sometimes just not hearing anything else but my TV, because I do a lot of listening.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true, Juliet. I think about it from that lens.
So I just want to listen to the TV.
Oh, there's someone in chat says, I try to reach out to friends who I know have lost people or may struggle with seasonal depression. That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so important.
And thank you, Enjoying Life, because that's why I wanted to hold space for that for a minute, because seasonal depression is real, and I've dealt with seasonal depression. And so that's why when we were talking earlier, I was like, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer in the space, but it's a reality, and it's weird. Like, soon as the sun starts setting and the time changes, the mood starts hitting, and then it's cold outside, so you may withdraw and isolate more. And so it's important to be able to understand how your body is shifting, because it may not necessarily be like anything that's happening in the environment, but your body is shifting, so you don't want to go out, and you're trying to figure out, why am I laying on the couch all the time? Why don't I want to do this? Why am I doing that? And a lot of times we're dealing with that seasonal shift, and you'll find that right after Christmas or right after New Year's, your mood starts going back up. You see what I'm saying? According to how it's impacting with the holidays. So being able to hold that space for that,
Yeah, absolutely. So I know you talked about talking to other people, but what are ways that people should be navigating when they are in that space of seasonal depression? What does that look like? Not what does it look like, but what are ways to navigate that?
Well,
For both of you,
Adrian.
And if there's no
Well, I wanted to talk to him because I know Adrian does really well with tapping into men's needs. And I think that it's really important for what you provide to them, because I think sometimes our men are not really speaking on how they're feeling and what you do. Because I know you spend time at the gym, you do different things, and being able to provide them those tools for those who are listening regarding what can help men too.
So let's start with Adrian. Share because I want to hear from both of you.
Start
Start with Adrian.
She's trying to do me. Trying to just throw it on me.
She did, but I'm gonna reel it back in. That's what I do, Adrian. That's what I do. So we'll start with Adrian, and he'll give it to us from a men's perspective, and then we'll go back to Juliet, and she'll give it to us specifically from a female perspective.
Okay, cool. That works.
I think it's, again, what I said earlier is finding those spaces. Like, I have guys I go to the gym with, whether that's working out, whether it's going to play basketball, whether it's just getting together. I just I participated in something a few nights ago called the Huddle, where what's that? Coach P. But we just met up at a spot and we just sat down and talked talked about different things that guys were going through. But getting active. For me, that's always something is get active, because I feel like sometimes your physical health is also part of your mental wealth, and so if your body's feeling bad, everything else will be feeling bad. So getting active, and again, just finding that circle of brothers that you can say, again, hey man, I'm feeling down. We can go to the gym. We might not even have to talk about anything. Sometimes it's just being in the presence of someone. But that would be my suggestion. Again, find those brothers in your circles. If you don't have one already, like I said, reach out to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Adrian.
No, that's important.
I know I could call ahead and toss over, but
Bringing it back to you.
But I think that one thing that I find is being out. Come out of the house, even if you don't want to, if you don't feel like it. Get yourself out of the house. I do a lot of grounding activity, even if you don't necessarily want to leave. When you get out of the house, get that cool breeze on you. Shift your environment. Smells. Anya was talking about. Sometimes when you're lighting those candles in your house and making sure a big thing I've been doing in this season is decluttering, right? And so when your space feels good, you feel a lot better. I know my grandmother used to say, "Dirty corners in your house, dirty corners in your heart." And so when you clear out, when you clear out those corners, you start feeling a lot better, right? And then reaching out to friends. I like book club. I have a book club. We like to dress up because I like to dress up. And so we go out and I dress up once a month, go to a nice restaurant and have a good time, try out new restaurants, try out new foods, and being intentional about reaching out to people and saying, would you like to go out with me? Would you like to enjoy this time? So that you can, or even go out by yourself. I know some people don't like that. I enjoy going to movies by myself. I go to the movies, I buy all the snacks, I put them in a chair next to me. And
bring snacks in my bag.
and then I get the upstairs one where you can lean back. And so go out and teach yourself how to go out by yourself. Buy yourself some flowers. Put them on the table. Put it in a nice jar. Water
Me too.
them.
I buy myself flowers.
Yeah, see? Like, buy yourself some flowers. Buy yourself some Christmas gifts. I always buy myself Christmas gifts.
Do you
You wrap them?
I haven't wrapped them. I'll tell Journey to wrap it. Like, I buy this for myself. It came in the mail. Go wrap it.
Poor Journey Pooh.
Journey's
Poor
her
Journey.
daughter, for those who don't know.
So buy yourself something. If you are single, and let's say you don't, because some people don't have a lot of family. Some people don't have those people to bounce from house to house with. You know what I'm saying? And so, like Anya said, like going down to the mission or joining a ministry. I know
Mentoring.
Mentoring. Yeah, because those kids need you.
I'm so glad you said that, because that's what one of our comments says.
Yeah.
That she talks with the young adult females that are single, because they surely, they're alone. They're hurting. They're lonely. They're depressed.
Yeah.
And sometimes angry.
Yeah, and
those
that's
are real
real.
emotions, right?
Yeah, and like she said too, I like what she said. They have kids, so I watch their child or children and let them go out to get a break.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of help to add that in some way, praying over it to the singles ministry, because I am a single mom, and sometimes our single parents want to get away, or even they want to just get away to shop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they end up shopping and they don't have anything for themselves.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so wanting to identify those spaces. So I think I listen to most things is, taking care of yourself, honoring your emotions. If you need to cry. Let those tears be there, because you'll feel better afterwards. And then get yourself something special. Bath and Body Works has been having all kinds of stuff. I bought so many candles. and get yourself something special. Let yourself know you're special.
Yeah, that's true. You all, we have talked about so many different topics within the holidays and navigating the holidays. We have a little bit more time, but is there something that just stood out to you in this conversation, or something that you want to just dive back into a little bit with the few moments we have left?
I think one of the things that resonated throughout this whole thing is community. Community. And that's important. So we do want to plug for our different ministries. If you don't have community and you're here in the Huntsville area, Oakwood University Church, we have the singles ministry, we have the males ministry. We have different ministries here, and that is opportunity for you to get connected through the year. So at the time of the end of these holiday moments, you do have that community to look towards. So that's important. Make yourself available to do service, service in the church or service in your community, so that you have those opportunities to get to know people in your area.
Yeah.
We went to the Manor House. Is that where?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're always looking for help.
They are.
You literally just show up, and they will put you to work.
And you will work.
And you will work. Your feet will be tired, but your heart will be filled with joy. Yes.
And then it's so nice, like when we're giving them clothes, the ladies, and understanding that just because somebody is in need doesn't mean they don't have a sense of style.
That's right.
Doesn't mean they're not particular. Because
the ladies knew what type of shirt they wanted. That's right.
And they deserve to have it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so remembering, just because I know when we were younger, one thing, or even when I worked at the group home, one thing that would bother me was when people would just bring stuff because they think just because you're in need, I'm gonna just give you some stuff in the trash bag, right? And so understanding integrity when we're loving on people,
absolutely,
the same way that we want to be loved on, just because they don't have it doesn't mean they don't have some pride,
because that's just one circumstance away. We are one circumstance away.
The economy and
that's a whole nother conversation,
Yeah. So just treating people with it feels good to treat people with honor, and when they see that you're treating them with honor, like they feel good. Like that lady we were, and she was like, "I want this color," and then she wanted her particular dress.
She did.
And so I thought that was pretty cool. One thing I'd like to ask you all, as a singles ministry lead, is what would you guys like to see, or even if you all want to add in the comments, whether you are far away or whether you're close by, by is what would you like to see from singles ministry going into 2025? This is our last time we'll be on Committed and Covered for 2024. But really, even if you're not able to share it on here, join our Facebook group. Let us know what you would like to see during the year, whether that be a retreat, whether that be, what else? Like game nights.
Yeah. Potlucks or just lunches, getting together, brunch. We love to get together.
Yeah.
Love to eat.
And let us know if you want to join the team.
Absolutely.
Like if you would like to be a part of the committee, we would love to have you there. More hands is always welcome. Right? But what about y'all? What do y'all want to see?
So I've enjoyed these last 2 years of Fuse and the friendships and connections that we've made. So really, again, just having more opportunities to build on those connections and to create new connections. And I like that we do it without any pressure. You show up as you are, you give what you can give of yourself, and you just enjoy the moment. And I love that. It's been a very comfortable space to be in. So just having more moments. And what does that mean? So more in-person getting together. I do enjoy the Zoom, but I always miss it for some reason. I'm always busy at that particular Friday, but I do enjoy that we do that. And then I think, again, honing in more on volunteering. That's important to me.
That is too. We could add more of that.
I would love to see us do that more. And that brought us together even closer by helping others together as a committee, as a ministry.
Because it feels really good.
For me, I think Huntsville is growing immensely. And so it'd be nice to have get out and explore that. With the community that we build here. So learning what Huntsville has and the different restaurants and stuff, and start to do more things within our community, but learning about Huntsville. And getting out and exploring and doing the things that
there's so much to offer.
That's a good one, Anya.
And while I'm there was someone shared a griefshare.org. I want to make sure that we get that.
Thank you.
That is an organization that has a special about surviving the holiday seasons, which someone says amazing. So griefshare.org. So if you're having issues, that is one resource that you can reach out to.
Thank you. What else do you want to see? Do you, Adrian? Do you have any thoughts?
You know what? I'll do my part and recruit more men for you.
Thank you. Yes.
We need you to do that.
And we want to hear their voice. That's all. We're not trying to do everything. We just want want it to be
like Eartha Kitt.
Yes, darling.
Another brother on this podcast.
So he can support you guys.
That's right.
Masculine energy. And I see Kimberly Russell said, I would like to see more community events. And yes, I would love to join the team. We would love to have you here, Kimberly. We would absolutely love to have you here. If you go on to Fuse Facebook.
Oh, you see Fuse. That's the Facebook page.
The Facebook page. Say it again. Oh, I'm sorry. Say it too.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off, but I want to say it so you can find it. It's called OUC Fuse. That's our Facebook page. If you go on there, join, and we'll connect with you that way and give you some more information on how to connect with us privately.
Yeah, and then you can email us.
Oh, yes, I know. That's my email. So you can always email us. We send out emails. My email, I'll say it for you, is tiffany.marie82@gmail.com. And I'll say it again, Tiffany, Tiffany, Marie82@gmail.com. Please reach out to us. We're always looking for more people to join the ministry, to participate on the committee. So however you choose or desire to show up, please let us know. Thank you, Kimberly, for putting that in the chat. OUC Fuse is our Facebook page.
Yes, and we would love to have you here. And I saw one more comment, enjoy. What is enjoy? It went up a little bit, but I love good conversations, whether they're because they're biblical, political, relational, current events, and ways we can get involved. I think those.
That's Adrita.
Is that Adrita? Easy E. Is that you?
Oh no.
If it is, hello. But if not, hello, enjoying life. We love that. I think it is because she said, I got a text from her too. Tell Adrian I said, hey.
Right. Thank you for joining the conversation, Adrian, because we want to be able to show up and bring the best things. Let me ask y'all a question. Can I ask y'all a question?
Absolutely. Take it away.
Okay. So going into the new year, one thing I like to ask myself, I also like to ask some of my clients is, what are the things from 2024 that you learn from most about yourself? What are the things that you learn from most? What do you want to leave in 2024, and what do you want to take in 2025?
I know this is a reoccurring thing for me. As I'm here in Huntsville, I'm a transplant from Maryland, and so often I keep harping on I miss home. Yeah. I miss the connections there. But I really want to take 2025 to just enjoy the space I'm in right now and the place I'm in right now, physically and mentally. I'm here in Huntsville, so let me enjoy that.
Yes.
Like Anya said, Huntsville's growing. There's so much to do. So just allowing myself to fully be committed to enjoying the space that I'm in this moment, and not being wishful about what happened in the past or, where I once was.
Exactly.
Living in the moment.
Yes. Thanks, Tiffany. That is powerful. Yeah.
That is, because a lot of times we miss out because we're looking in the past and we're not allowing the past to be the past.
And the reality is, if I went home or went to the past, it wouldn't even be the same.
Right.
So I'd have another issue. So just enjoy where I am. I'm here for a reason. I'm enjoying this space, this community. So just living life in that way.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
That's good. Oh, wow. That's a deep question.
Yeah.
It really is a deep question because it has you to actually sit down and evaluate yourself and what happened in the year. Because, each year we go on New Year's resolutions, and half the time we may or may not even hit 10% of those resolutions. But it's good to evaluate anyway. So and maybe I'd say probably the greatest thing I have taken from from 2024 is allowing myself to be able to forgive, yet not forget. Because that allows you to move forward, but move forward with the knowledge and the awareness of those things that you need not be troubled with, but the awareness that they exist.
Yes.
The awareness that I now know who you are, and I can forgive and still be in relationship with you, but knowing who you are. You've already showed up, so I don't need to have a expectation, because I know who you are.
Yeah.
But I can deal with you who you are on this
Yes,
plane.
acceptance,
So learning,
yes.
learning how to forgive but not forget.
I love that.
Come on, friend.
I would say I know my value.
I like that.
Yes.
Okay.
I know
You
my
have to
value.
make me shout.
All right. I love that.
Yeah. That's
Important. Know your worth.
That's it. Period.
Drop the mic.
Period.
Love it.
Thank you for that, Adrian. What I've been reading is Sarah Jake's book, Power Moves. And I've been trying to, my desire is to finish it again, because I've listened to it before, but to finish it again before January. And one thing that stood out to me the other day is she said, sometimes we're walking in the direction of our fears.
Okay.
And so my desire in 2025 is to no longer walk in the direction of my fears.
Okay.
To walk in the direction of my power. And so that's going to be my mantra going into 2025, no longer walking in the direction of my fears, because when we're walking in the direction of our fears, we're not realizing that we're navigating life based on fear. But if I'm walking in the direction of my power, even if I may not understand my power, I've decided that this is the direction I'm going in. And so that's a big part of me And like you said, too, it is accepting the present, living in the present. Stop grieving about relationships in the past. Stop grieving about things you could have done differently or things you should have, could have, would have. But realizing that that is in the past for a reason, and being able to say, okay, but I'm marching forward, moving in the direction of my power, because it's a whole bunch of power over here.
Oh, yes. I like
so
that.
that's
a whole bunch of power.
what my goal is.
Yeah. Kimberly Russell says becoming healthier in every facet, spiritually, physically, relationally, taking that into 2025.
Yeah.
Yes, Kimberly. You preaching the word over there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then Lillian says that I have realized I'm in control. I like that. I'm in control.
Yes.
And if I allow the enemy to control me and my emotions, I'm not in control. So now I don't allow myself to allow others to make me angry. They're not my strongholds anymore. I like that.
You don't
Not
give
your
them that
stronghold.
power.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I love it, you guys. Can you imagine? This has been an hour.
Yeah.
We made it.
survived.
Adrian, you made it. You made it. So first of all, I just want to thank each of you for your contribution to today's discussion. I think it's so important to hold space and to have these conversations. And again, talking about how we feel during the holidays, the good and the not so good, and then how to navigate it. So we don't just end on, it's sad or it's rough, but say, hey, here's how you go. Yeah. And then looking into the future.
Yeah.
So can each of you, if you have the information to share, can you quickly share with us something that you're looking forward to doing with your specific ministry in 2025?
Okay.
And I know I'm putting them on the spot, so they may not have the answer yet. So please extend grace. But if you
Just
have
a little
something
bit
you're
of
looking
grace.
forward
Can we get
to, or
grace?
you're gonna work on, or something,
Yes.
can you share that with the audience? Because I'm sure they'd like to know.
Okay, so I want to share this really quick because I didn't want to miss what they said. You guys, I really appreciate your active participation in this conversation.
Absolutely.
I saw Kristen said, "Hey, Kristen, how I react to other people's misperceptions always helps me benchmark. I'm sorry, my growth. Let me say it again. How I react to others' misperceptions always helps me benchmark my growth or not, right? Because that's the power we have." And then Kimberly had said a little bit above that, something about purchasing a 365-day devotional for the year. So anyway, but I got to get back to this. Goals for this year is to really be more intentional about my mindset in leading the singles ministry, and wanting to see more interaction in person, prayerfully be able to do some kind of on stage, what did I say I wanted to do, like the he say, she say conversation, but needing a lot of interaction from both the married and the singles, and additionally, hopefully a singles retreat, something we've been wanting to do for a little bit.
In some form or fashion.
Yes, in some form or fashion. Let's put no pressure on wood.
You talked about the day doing the not presentation, but on the stage, having the conversation between married and singles, but also between men and women.
Yes.
So that means we are reaching out or calling out to our men who are single and want to participate.
And possibly having Nicole and Malcolm host it. Hey, Nicole. Okay, Adrian, go ahead.
I definitely want to get the men more involved. Again, this is my first go around with men's ministry, so creating safe spaces for men to be able to express and talk. And from what I heard, we got our work cut out for us to do something nice for Mother's Day.
Yes.
So I got some ideas. So we're gonna show out for Mother's Day.
We love it, y'all. We gonna hold them to it, right?
All right, not too much pressure.
Right. No, but Adrian, that is exciting. I think moms would appreciate
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely.
And Anya is also, again, with Singles Ministries, so Juliet spoke on her behalf. I just want to, again, thank you all. Thank you to our audience, for those who were listening in. We always appreciate what you have to say. We want to thank our technicians as well. And as always, we want to remind you to tune in every third Saturday at 5 p.m. Central Time to the Committed and Covered podcast. We'll see you next year. Happy holidays.
All right,
Happy holidays.